Every powerful woman knows this moment. The moment she asks for what she needs. When she sets a boundary, when she speaks her truth, and then suddenly you begin to crash out. And then you start to get thoughts that are not even your thoughts, by the way. Did I just ruin everything? Here's what's fascinating. This week, I actually went through an experience that is allowing me to create this video. It was a very challenging experience because it challenged an old identity of mine, an old pattern of mine. And instead of actually collapsing in that old pattern of guilt and self-doubt, I used it as a doorway back to my power. And not just any power, but my divine power. And I am notorious for taking my challenges and turning them into opportunities. So today, I want to take you through this, not as a lecture, but through an actual session I would do with a client. Today, it's going to be my AI client who's experiencing the same wound that I see in so many women, especially the clients that I work with. I'm going to teach you how to decode the emotion, find the root memory of where it's actually coming from, understand the limiting belief that's connected to this memory, and how to invite God in this moment, in the activation, and how to come home to your own power, your divine power. And this is a power that nobody in the world can ever take from you. It is the greatest, most beautiful, most powerful weapon in the world. So if you've ever been terrified just to ask for what you need, to speak your truth, to stand in your power, this video is your initiation. And I promise you, by the end of this video, you're going to recognize you're not even asking for too much. All right, T, what's moving through you these days? How are you feeling?
Sup? I feel like every time I ask for clarity, support, or even express my truth, I feel this fear coming up. It almost feels like I'm doing something wrong.
Is there a way you can actually give me a real life example? Something you've experienced recently that brings up this scary feeling, the fear.
Well, had you been patient, I was getting there. So I've been waiting on my tax lady to get back to me about paperwork for months now. And the moment I started drafting a more direct message to her, I felt my whole body react. My chest tightened and my hands even started shaking.
And this is a really great way for you to understand your emotions, because emotions are so important and they are literally codes inside every single feeling that we're feeling. But what we don't understand that these feelings actually are connected not just to our everyday life, but once we go through decoding the emotion and understanding how it's showing up in the body as a sensation, this is where you're going to unlock your inner wisdom. So what I'm understanding is that recently you reached out to your tax person to receive information about your taxes, and you are wanting more clarity.
Please don't make me repeat myself.
Okay, good. So here's what I want you to do. Allow yourself just to close your eyes exactly with where you're at. Don't try to change anything, fix anything. Stay connected to your breath. I want you to begin to take your inner vision and to scan from the top of your head all the way to the bottom of your feet, and to become conscious and aware of where this fear exists in the body. Take your time and be curious.
All right, let me see. It feels like it's in my back. Damn, even up to my shoulders. Yeah. My back and my shoulders.
Very good. So you're feeling it in the back, specifically in the shoulders. Good. So take your awareness there. Stay connected to your breath. And I want you to start becoming aware of this sensation on your back. So if this sensation had a shape, what shape would it be, T?
Like a frickin' trapezoid.
Good. And if it had a material, really sense and feel into this. What material would it be?
Ooh, spiky.
And let's just say if this sensation had a color, what color would it be?
It's giving burnt orange.
And if this sensation had a temperature, would it be warmer or cooler than your body?
Hella hot. Hot.
Very good. And I really want you on your next inhale to really feel into the sensation on your back, specifically on your shoulders, and begin to sense if there's any kind of movement to the sensation. Is it swaying back and forth? Is it radiating? Is it maybe just sitting still on your shoulders and just feeling heavy? What does it feel like?
It literally feels like a silverback gorilla sitting on my back. It's heavy, and it's just sitting there.
Beautiful. Great job. T, I want to teach you how to unlock your inner wisdom. And we're going to open up to the sensation as if it's just a friend that's coming to visit you and give you information. And that information can come through any kind of way. It can come through belief, through images, through memories. Just be open and just be curious. You can even offer the sensation a warm cup of tea.
Hey, sensation friend thingy. T here is telling me to offer you some sort of tea. Even though I don't want to, but I'm going to give it to you anyways. I need to understand. What message do you have for me underneath the fear? Oh, T. It's telling me that I'm afraid to speak my truth.
And I just want you to ask the sensation, what are you afraid will happen if I speak my truth? And see what it says to you.
Sensation thingy, what would happen if I speak my truth? Ooh, this is dark. T, it's telling me I'm afraid of being rejected or punished or even losing a connection. I don't like this game anymore.
So here's what I want you to ask the sensation now. What was happening in my life when this fear first came into existence? And allow the sensation to take you back in time. This is not a thinking experience, it's a feeling. So allow yourself to fully feel into the location of the sensation, the shape, the material, the color, the temperature, the movement. Feel all the qualities it has on you. And allow it to spiral back in time and to show you what was happening in your life when the sensation came into existence.
All right, sensation thingy. What was happening in my life when you came into existence? Ooh, T? I'm getting a memory. I literally remember when I was younger, I don't know, when between the ages of 7 and 10, I remember trying to speak up about something that didn't feel right to my mom. I don't remember what I was trying to tell her, but I thought my mom would listen. Instead, she dismissed me and said, "You're just a child. You don't know anything, and go to your room."
So I want you to notice, we are not taking her outside of the body to get her wisdom. She's learning how to decode her emotion, learning how it's affecting her in the body, and how to communicate with the sensation so she can be able to pull the wisdom. And that wisdom exists in her subconscious mind, which is where all these memories are. They get suppressed, thrown in the background. And it's not up until we actually learn how to feel and spiral back in time to understand what happened to us in the past and why it's still showing up in our life right now. This is why I'm against bypassing these experiences, these feelings, these emotions, because they have wisdom. They have truth. There is so much power in the pain when you learn how to alchemize the pain, when you learn how to communicate with your pain, when you learn how to sit with your pain. Thank you, T, so much. That was so potent and so beautiful to witness. And I want to remind you, you're doing all the work here. So let's continue walking this path together. What would somebody have to believe about expressing their truth? So take yourself back to that memory. Look at it as an observer and tell me what would be that belief someone would need to believe in that moment.
That if I'm direct or ask for what I need, I become a burden. And people will pull away, so I'll lose the connection.
If I'm direct, or if I ask for what I need, I become a burden, and people will pull away, so I'll lose the connection. Now, this is what I see a lot of women carrying, this core wound. And these are specifically for women who have become the peacemakers in their family, the good girl, always doing the right thing, always calm, caters to everybody, the wise one, the strong one, the woman that knows she carries so much greatness in her being, but has so much fear of stepping into her power. The funny thing is, she's not afraid of her power. She's afraid of how she will be perceived in her power by other people. Because the core wound is, if I stand in my power, I'll lose love. I'll lose the connection. I'll ruin the relationship. And it's not so much about the good girl needing to die. I know so many people talk about there's a part of you that needs to die. Yes and no. Yes, it is a part of you, but it is not you. And it is going to die, but it doesn't need to die from suppressing or pushing it away. Notice as I was sitting with my client, we were receiving her exactly as she is and opening her up to the pain to understand it. And soon we're going to get into the honoring and the surrendering, because that's true alchemy. It is not from suppressing, limiting, or pushing away or bypassing. It's from opening, experiencing, and trusting that you're not alone when you're doing this. You are embodying divine energy. So God is with you in these moments. It's actually more about your consciousness and your awareness of Him remembering him. So back to T. All right, T. So we've been able to understand the limiting belief, the core wound, and why you're still carrying this. So here's what I want you to do. On your next inhale and exhale, I want you to remember God in this moment, that he is here with you, not as a concept, but as presence, divine intelligence, power. And I want you to tell him in this moment that God, I don't want to carry this alone. Meet me inside this feeling and show me what is true. So allow him to support you, to guide you, and to reveal your actual truth, and to meet you where you are.
Hi, God. Yeah, it's me again, back in one of these sessions. Listen, I really don't want to carry this alone anymore. I'm tired. Please meet me inside this feeling. Show me what is true.
And then I want you to thank the sensation for protecting you and keeping you safe, because on some level, that fear came into existence when you were a child and you needed it to keep you connected to your loved ones, to keep you safe and to protect you. But now as an adult, this is no longer serving you. Would you agree?
Yeah, I'm cooked, sis.
All right then. And after you honor that sensation, surrender this old belief, this wound to God, and let him replace it with your truth. And naturally the sensation is going to begin to clear on its own.
Hey, sensation thingy. Honestly, I was a little annoyed at you at first because you've been really irritating me with how you continue to come up. But now that I understand where you actually came from and how you've been here taking care of me and keeping me safe, I'm ready to let you go because I'm not that little girl anymore. Bye, Felicia.
And just sit in this beautiful divine presence, in his mercy, in his power, and his unconditional love for you.
Hold on, T. Hold on. Why am I feeling like I'm getting some wings, baby? I'm like a Red Bull bottle about to take off. This feels good.
But in T, this is actually how you are retraining your nervous system to feel safe again with God.
I'm feeling like a new woman, an awakened woman. And you know what? Shout out to my tax lady. Had she not did what she did, I wouldn't be here right now.
She was a portal for you to deepen your divine connection, to alchemize your pain into power, and it even cost you a cent.
Yeah, you know, it's wild that I can actually access childhood memories from my sensations. Like what? I don't know what kind of magic you be doing, T, but sign me up for another session. And send me the invoice.
Girl, I'm gonna send your invoice to that lady. Don't you worry about it. Here's what I want you to understand. God is in this moment. He is not looking for perfection. He's not looking for you to calm down first, and he is not looking for you to fix anything. He is looking for you to remember him in all moments of your life, the high moments and the low moments. And it is really about expanding your consciousness, your awareness of him, because he is here. He's within you. He is all around you. The difference is your consciousness, your awareness of his infinite intelligence, of his power, of his beauty, of his love, his protection, his support for you. And in those moments, when the fear arises, the anxiety, the anger, the jealousy, whatever emotion it is, these are doorways. These are portals to deepen your connection with the divine. It's not about you trying to figure it out by yourself anymore. It is literally you remembering him in these moments, inviting him in, and learning how to co-create with him. This is true divine partnership. This is what it means to be an awakened woman, a conscious woman. And I'm telling you, this is the most powerful weapon on this earth. A woman who is conscious, a woman who's aware, a woman that is awake. Because once you wake up, you can't go back to sleep. And when you master this process with him, this is how you're going to remember who you are before the world told you who you needed to be. And just so you guys know, all these AI clients that I have are actual true stories, things I've gone through. So thank you, because the way you challenged me has deepened my connection with God and allowed me to make this YouTube video. And if you haven't yet, subscribe to the channel, because every Thursday I drop a new episode to continue expanding your God consciousness. And to be honest, I don't want to walk this path by myself. It's really not fun. So I see this as you and I walking this path together in a community of awakened women, conscious women. Very soon, the doors to my Awakened Woman New Earth Mystery School will be opening. Now let me tell you something. this is so much more than just content and teachings. It's a movement. It's an initiation. And it's a call to all women of faith. And if nobody told you yet, I am proud of you. See you on the next episode.